Hi, I'm Lexi Martone, the Cupcake Witch, and today I'm in the kitchen whipping up some magic for Christmas, or as I like to call it, Witchmas. I'm gonna Lexify Christmas and bring some of my flair to the basic Christmas ideas. Today we're making Candy Cane Bow Cupcakes. We've got a candy cane fondant bow, some black buttercream, and a vanilla cupcake. Let's start making some magic. First thing we're gonna need are our cupcakes. These are vanilla cupcakes that I dyed red and baked inside some green cupcake wrappers. Next thing we're gonna need is our frosting. This is some black buttercream. You can use green or white, but I'm using black because it's Witchmas. To make our candy cane bows, we're gonna need some fondant in red and white. We're gonna need some more tools to make our bow. So I've got some rulers, a pastry wheel or a pizza cutter, and a rolling pin. The first thing we're gonna do is make our bows so they have time to dry while we work on the rest of the cupcake. We wanna get this to about 1/8 of an inch thick. Once this is nice and even, we're gonna cover it with some plastic wrap so it doesn't dry out, and we're gonna start to work on our red fondant. So we're gonna repeat the same process and roll this out to 1/8 of an inch thick. You can make a couple of bows out of one sheet, or you can make one at a time if you wanna work a little slower. Once we've rolled our red to the same shape as our white, we're gonna cut out some stripes. You can do this by eye, but I'm using a ruler because I'm a perfectionist and need everything to be even. So, ruler it is. Make them a little skinnier than what you want because once we roll them out, they're gonna get thicker. Now that we have all of our red strips cut out, we're gonna put them onto the white. I'm evenly spreading out the red stripes onto the white fondant. If you feel like your fondant is getting too dry, you can always rub on some shortening or lay a damp paper towel on top until it gets moist again. Now that all my stripes are laid down, I'm using my ruler to make sure they're all straight. Now I'm gonna lightly roll them into place using my rolling pin. Now we have our sheet of candy cane ready to go and to be made into bows. Each bow has 3 different components. You have 2 loops, 2 tails, and the center. First thing I'm gonna do is cut out the strips for the tails. It's about 2 red stripes thick. I'm cutting the end on an angle so it looks like the end of a ribbon. Next, I'm gonna cut the strips for the loops, and those are 3 red stripes thick. I'm gonna get both loops out of this one strip by cutting it in half. For the centerpiece, I'm gonna switch it up and cut this one vertically. And these are the pieces for our bow. I'm gonna clean this up, and then we're gonna assemble our bow. Starting off with the loops, you're gonna fold this in half and pinch the center together. And we're gonna do the same for the second piece. Now we're gonna take our center and wrap it around to hold the 2 pieces together. I'm gonna set the bow off to the side and work on these tails. To create a folded look, I'm just going to fold the top in half. Now I'm gonna set these off to the side so they can harden before they go on our cupcakes. Now that our cupcakes have magically reappeared, we're gonna put on the frosting. I have my frosting in a large piping bag, but you can use a Ziploc and cut off the tip. Now that our cupcakes are frosted, our bows are set, let's put everything together. First thing I'm gonna do is put the tails on. I like the look when the bow is standing up tall, so I'm gonna put another blob of icing to make sure it stands up straight. You can make them all completely uniform, but I like a little difference from each bow to the next, just like real bows. Boom! Candy Cane Bow Cupcakes. Thanks for watching another episode of Cupcake Witch. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and comment below and let me know what you want to see next. Have yourself a creepy little Christmas.